Hey, it's G, and I'm going to share just a little bit about my photo history. How did G photography even get started when it didn't even exist, like when it was not even a thought? So years ago, I want to say I must have been like 11 or 12, I received a camera. And this is my holiday gift. It is a Pixie 110, right? Little 110 camera there. And it was a holiday gift. And, you know, I recall taking pictures with this. I still have those pictures, by the way. We'll have to talk about it on some other posts, but I still have those pictures. But I remember taking holiday pictures with this, and my parents didn't get the flash for the camera, so I had to use the sun to figure out what's what. And unbeknownst to me, because I was just a teen, preteen, that you shouldn't have your subjects with their back to the camera because you're shooting right into the sun. But I didn't know how else to do it because they came out kind of dark and had this huge like flare. There are also pictures where I had them facing the sun, so now they're all squinting. And then there's pictures where I was taking the picture and like my finger is like literally over the freaking like deal. It's like right here. So, but this is how it started. This little pink Pixie 110. It's how it started. And I moved on from this to carrying my father's like Minolta cameras. I carried a camera all through high school. I had it a little bit in junior high, and I captured my life for like forever. Now my father had the same kind of thing. Like my father is you can say a tech person. You know, he invested in a VHS during that VHS/Beta Max deal, and he had video cameras, he had film cameras with 8mm. Like my father was in that realm, so I guess it makes sense that I would also pick it up because I am my father's daughter. Trust and believe. So I still have it because it brings me joy. And I didn't get my first digital camera until about 2006, and it was this one. I've had a couple of Kodaks. My last favorite one was the Kodak Advantix, if anybody remembers that. It was a film camera that had a back that allowed you to see the image and erase it. So it wasn't like completely digital. It was like my first try to be digital camera. I loved it. But this is my first digital camera. And you know why I picked it? Because it's pink. I know people talk about they shouldn't do pink and red things for ladies because that's just so... I'm gonna tell you right now, if it's pink or purple, I'm probably gonna buy it. So sorry. But it also had a dual lens. This has a dual lens, and I loved this sucker. I saved up for this because it was a pretty penny back in 2006. It was a pretty penny, and it's not even the biggest in terms of size. It's so fun when you go back and you look at these. This is only 7 megapixels. 7 children, 7. But I loved this guy. I carried it everywhere because it was so petite, and I could take it on my parties and things. And this was this took some great photos for like a number of trips before I finally invested into a Canon Rebel. And when I got that Canon Rebel, that's when I decided to create G photography. You know, I was underemployed, and the idea of getting a part-time job just didn't make sense. It just didn't. But I thought, you know, I've got an okay eye, and I really like what I do in terms of, you know, capturing my family's history, so maybe I can make some money off of it. Like, I'm sure many of you have been to the club, and there was like the picture man, and he would walk around and take pictures. So I thought, you know what, if he can do it, I can do it too. And that was the whole idea. So, and here we are now. Here we are now with, well, I'm shooting with Canon at the moment and some other things. But it's so funny how these little things that you receive, these little objects that you receive when you're a kid, can influence what you do in the future. So I'm sure my mother and father didn't even know that their daughter would be doing what she's doing now because of that Pixie 110 camera. Hot damn. Ain't that some shit? Okay, well, before I get all misty-eyed because I'm going down memory lane, I'm going to share what one of my 2021 personal projects are in the next post. See you then.